The RNC communications director, Sean Spicer, released a statement claiming that there's a liberal bias in how the media covered the Rudy Giuliani situation that we discussed on this show as well. Of course, he said Obama doesn't love America, and then he doubled down on that, and then he tripled down on that, and then he brought up 9/11 somehow because, of course, he's Rudy Giuliani. That's what he does. I mean, just so you know Rudy Giuliani's character, if you don't already know it, understand this is a guy who literally asked people to donate $9.11 to his campaign. Yes, for the reason that you're thinking. To commemorate 9/11. Oh, yes, donate $9.11 so that I can continue to be governor. You want to talk about using a tragedy to exploit a situation politically for your own gain. I mean, what a gross person, perhaps only surpassed by the Chris Christie thing where he took literal pieces of the building that collapsed and gave it to his political donors. Oh, there's no bottom for these Republicans. It just gets worse and worse and worse. But of course, the RNC is like, oh, the problem's not with Rudy himself. The problem is with the liberal media and how they covered it. Yes, everything's the liberal media's fault. It's not that Rudy's genuinely an idiot and the media said, dude, what the fuck? No, it's that there's got to be some sort of bias. It's got to be nefarious. Because, a Republican can never say anything wrong. So the RNC said, quote, coverage has been fueled by reporters grasping for new angles or asking any Republican in range of a microphone to respond to Rudy's comments and other unrelated questions. Yet while the media forced potential Republican presidential candidates to weigh in on that story, they did not do the same for potential Democrat candidates when it came to any of their party's controversies of the week. This is all just par for the course. There's a pattern here, and it's time to treat the parties equally. So see what they did there, or see what he did there? This is exactly what we talk about every day on the show. If a Republican says something mind-numbingly stupid, then they turn around and say, well, if you don't call it 50-50, you're biased. But no, calling it 50-50 would be untrue. Because actually what that would be is biased in favor of the Republicans, because you're taking a situation where Rudy Giuliani is 100% wrong, and you're pretending like it's 50-50 and like there's two sides to the conversation when there's not. See, this is the point. The media is supposed to be objective. You're not supposed to provide false balance in everything. That's false equivalence. That's like saying, let's have somebody on to debate where babies come from. This side is a scientist representing the reproduction side. This side is representing the stork theory. No, that's false balance. That's false equivalence. That's not what I want. That's not what anybody wants. We want objectivity. We want a media that's going to say, by the way, the reproduction guy is right, and this idiot talking about storks is dead wrong. But see, this is the tap dance they go into whenever they get caught saying something stupid. You can't say it's stupid when we say something stupid, because then you're biased against us. So this guy thinks the media is being too hard on Giuliani. Now, I hope you're sitting down. I think the exact opposite. Yes, the media spoke about it, but they didn't speak about it in the way that they really should have spoken about it. I mean, Giuliani said Obama doesn't love America, and that Obama does not talk about America in the same glowing terms that other presidents do. So my contention is, if the media really cared about truth, they would play this compilation, which you're about to see, brought to us from TYT and Slate.
I love this country, and so do you.
I am really optimistic about America.
America will remain the anchor of strong alliances in every corner of the globe. No one has a greater stake in a peaceful world than its most powerful nation.
Our economy is stronger than just about anybody's. Our energy production is better than just about anybody's.
My father got a scholarship to study in a magical place, America, that shone as a beacon of freedom and opportunity to so many who had come before.
Our young people are just incredibly talented and gifted.
America is a place where all things are possible. In no other country on earth is my story even possible. The son of a single mom can be president of the greatest nation on earth. A nation that triumphed over fascism and depression. A nation where the most innovative businesses turned out the world's best products.
Our businesses have the strongest balance sheets that they've had in decades.
This nation is great because we built it together. But I believe America is exceptional This nation is great because we worked as a team. I believe in American exceptionalism with every fiber of my being. This nation is great because we get each other's backs. What makes America exceptional are the bonds that hold together the most diverse nation on earth.
Part of the reason I love campaigning is you travel around the country, folks are just good.
The United States has been one of the greatest sources of progress that the world has ever known. Then I remain confident that the future still looks brighter than the past, and that the best days for this country we love are still ahead.
We have all the best cards relative to every other country on earth.
Love and charity and duty and patriotism, that's what makes America great. We will continue our journey forward and remind the world just why it is that we live in the greatest nation on earth. Thank you, America. God bless you.
Now, the media didn't show that, and they should have shown that. So, if anything, they went too soft on Rudy Giuliani. They didn't go too hard on Rudy Giuliani. But see, in the Republican mind, it's we are always the victims. There's always a bias against us. The problem is always with them. The problem's not with us. Well, look, you clowns. When you have somebody claiming that the President of the United States of America doesn't love his country, the only way to cover that, which is proper and correct and accurate, is to tear it to shreds because it's an absurd statement. So take your false balance and shove it up your ass. The only person who's biased here is you.